Morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great Monday so far. As you all are going to be gearing up to take your proctored midterm throughout the next week, I did want to come to you and give you a few notes to keep in mind as you do that, and of course some things to keep in mind as we move forward into the following week and then the weeks to come for our class. So the first thing I want to mention is the proctored midterm. The proctored midterm exam period begins tomorrow, Tuesday the 26th, and goes through Monday, March 4th. If you have already signed up to have a proctored session for you to actually take the exam, you should be perfectly good to go, and you'll take your exam as you have it scheduled. If you have not scheduled a time or a way in which to take the proctored midterm, you absolutely need to do so ASAP. Keep in mind, the only way for you to take the proctored midterm is if you have something set up with a proctor in order to do so. And again, it has to be within the exam time frame, again, which is tomorrow, the 26th, through Monday, March 4th. If you have any questions about how to do so, do keep in mind all the announcements that have been posted and all of the information under our course content that will give you instructions as to how to go about getting signed up and, of course, paying for that to be able to take the exam accordingly. One thing I do want to mention to you, and you might be wondering about, is exactly what I was going to be on the proctored midterm. I can't really give you a ton of specifics, obviously, but I will tell you that, one, you don't really need any materials for it. Again, no pencil, paper, anything like that. It should be all pretty self-explanatory when you go into the exam itself. And two, in terms of what you're going to expect, ultimately, as long as you have been doing well with the work you've done so far, particularly through your discussion boards, and you've been doing everything and been doing well on it, you should be just fine for the exam. There's not going to really be anything that's going to get you, or there's no way I'm trying to trip you up with what you're doing for the exam. This is really just meant to be a checkpoint to see exactly how you're doing so far with the course content. The next thing that I want to mention to you is the Unit 3 discussion board. Keep in mind that right after the proctored midterm exam period ends, your Unit 3 discussion board will be due shortly thereafter. The initial post for Unit 3 discussion board will be due on the 5th, and the 2 replies will be due on the 7th. I know that seems really close to the end of your exam window, and it is, but one of the things that you'll notice as we move throughout the rest of the course is that there is a lot of course content still to get through, and that a lot of it is going to be coming at you pretty quickly, or more quickly than it has so far for the class, what you've experienced with the class so far. So again, Unit 3 discussion board initial post is due on the 5th, and the 2 replies are due on the 7th. The next thing I want to mention to you, actually sandwiched between the initial due date for the Unit 3 discussion board and the 2 replies, is the W date. The date by which you can withdraw from our class with a W, that is going to be March 6th. So between now and the March 6th, if you feel the need to withdraw from our class, first I would ask that you please email me and let me know. That way we can maybe discuss how you're doing in the class. Most of you should know how you're doing because the grades are being updated pretty regularly. But if you have any concerns about how you're doing in the class, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. But again, if you do feel the need to withdraw from the class for whatever reason, again, you can do that up until or through March 6th. And the final thing I want to mention to you is your first writing assignment or first paper for the class. That is going to be connected to the Unit 3 content and the module that you'll be doing. That Unit 3 writing assignment and paper is going to be due on March 10th by 5 p.m. So again, that's not due right now, so don't freak out about it too much, but do keep in mind that is going to be coming up relatively soon. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any of them for you. I will let you all know 2 things. One, I am still working on your Unit 2 discussion boards. I got a lot of those graded today. This video is actually being recorded on Sunday. I'm actually not going to be in my office Monday to do one as I usually do. So I have worked on a lot of those Unit 2 discussion boards, but I have not finished them. I will get them finished within the next couple of days. My apologies for not getting them back as quickly as I usually do. I was at a conference in South Carolina for most of this last week and got back a little late last night. And then also keep in mind too with your proctored midterms, I am going to be working pretty diligently to get those graded as they come in throughout the next week, largely because I'm going to be providing you all with a midterm grade for the course right around the time that the proctored exam window closes. So please do keep in mind that that will be available to you all pretty soon as you take the exams, and you'll get the midterm grade after that. I think that's it for now. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll look forward to seeing your exam work throughout the week, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks, guys.